Nutritional supplementation. I want you to realize this is not cookbook medicine. This is not Western medicine. This is not insurance-provided medicine. This is your medicine for yourself because it's up to you, bottom line, to be well. Do no harm is Hippocrates. That was one of his big sayings. Can anyone guess where heal thyself came from? I was real surprised. I've heard it 100,000 times. It's Luke, the physician, the apostle. Heal thyself, physician. A lot of these plants that I have studied go back before Luke. A lot of, again, my basis is to give the body what it needs to heal itself. You can read these things. I'm not going to read this out to you. But basically, we do have constitutional inherited weaknesses combined with environmental exposures that we have to deal with. And we can learn how to maximize our health, realizing there are limitations to it based on our own genetics, injuries, etc. The good news is our body does want to heal itself, and a lot of times if we can help the circulation, if we can help provide good nutrition, and just depending on the system, the nutrition is just paramount, but the circulation is so critical because you have to get the blood to the area that needs to be healed. In any event, the good news is we do want to heal. Our body's DNA wants to heal. Lawton 4, generally in my office, has become Lawton 7, which is actually probably more than that, but the 4 top are the ones that I recommend basically to everybody in Lawton. Flaxseed is very clean, historically very safe. The good oils, the key with that is you want them to be cold pressed. You do not want rancid oils. So many doctors will say fish oil. It's very important that these are room temp or below because they'll get damaged and they are worse for you than they're even good if they're rancid. Okay, so what I tell patients is if you go to a store and you pick up flaxseed and it stinks, take it back. Make them be responsible as well. Hawthorn berry. American Academy of Family Practice was real interesting. An article came out relatively recently about hawthorn saying this was the oldest herb ever used medicinally. That's not true. At the end of the article was funny though because it said it had no safety, no proven safety. Yet there's never been a report of any problem with hawthorn berry ever, and this goes back thousands of years. But it is not the oldest. Coenzyme Q10 is actually an interesting nutrient, and for whatever reason, I'm seeing it help a lot of people. There's a lot of good studies on it. I actually thought this was a new supplement, a new nutrient, like within the last 20 years. It turns out in the 50s, a naturopath was using this very same supplement for cancer. In any event, CoQ10 does help circulation. It's sold for cardiovascular health. There is proven nerve protection. I am seeing amazing things with CoQ10. The concern, start low on anything. There is a rare possibility of palpitations that can happen with CoQ10. I've seen it once, and I've read about it. So start low. If there is butterflies in your heart, it's not the one for you. With any plants or herbs, my recommendation is you trust yourself on these things. Milk thistle, I have that on Lawton 4 because we have way too much cancer, way too much liver disease. Milk thistle has a long history as well as supporting liver. Your hawthorn is food for the heart, where milk thistle's food for the liver. And very, very safe, very supportive for liver. I have seen amazing things from these simple supplements. Blackstrap molasses, I include that for patients because it is a natural source of calcium, iron, magnesium, all the trace minerals. Blackstrap molasses is in the baking section of the health food store. Blackstrap molasses is all the minerals they take out of sugar cane to make white sugar. So it's a very natural mineral support. With caution, patients that have chronic kidney disease, there is a good amount of potassium in blackstrap, so I would be cautious in our later kidney disease patients. A B complex, I've never ever read an article that this would hurt the kidneys. This is a water-soluble vitamin. I am not one that recommends a folic acid or a B12 or a B this or a B that. I think they should all be together. It's dirt cheap, very simple. You don't need to take it every day, but I think for long-term nerve protection, B complex is helpful and valuable. Most doctors will tell you take 2 aspirin, or a lot of doctors will tell you take 2 aspirin, call me in the morning. My joke is drink 2 cups of red raspberry leaf tea and call me in the morning. Red raspberry is phenomenal, full of the bioflavonoids, full of iron with its own vitamin C that's buffered, good for elasticity. All the berries are absolutely wonderful. So this is my growing Lawton 4. I try to keep things simple. Up here on the top left, that's flaxseed. It's a beautiful picture. Over here, raspberry. Over here, white oak bark. I just put it because it's a pretty tree. No, it has a ton of medicinal value for people, for gums, for bones, for strengthening collagen. But over in the middle is a lobelia. Lobelia, long history. I put her in there because it's the thinking herb, and not because I want everyone to go get lobelia. It's there's some complexities, but I included that. This over here is evening primrose. It's the source of evening primrose oil, which is another good set of omegas. The flaxseed, the borage, the EPO, the salmon, the krill. All those things are full of omega-3, 5, 6, 7, 9s. These things are very naturally protective. This is a little room. Is there any questions right now? The tree here, that's a white oak. Good for teeth, good for gums. You'd be amazed what you can do with gingivitis with a white oak bark. But this is something I do, trying to help people that have a lot of osteoporosis or weakening of their gums. It's a very simple thing to put white oak bark inside the mouth. I have people open a capsule, put it on a teaspoon, tuck it in the cheek. It's wonderful for healing teeth, wonderful for gingivitis, periodontitis, healing tissues, TMJ potentially. White oak is dirt cheap. It's the inner bark of the white oak tree. They have it readily available in capsules. So, but there's other things, but the main one I like it for is the gums.
What about sage? Does that not have the same properties?
Not as white oak. Not like, sage is more nerving. There's different things. Sage, clove, you're looking at more maybe antibacterial stuff. This is a bone builder. Sage is not a bone builder. There's all kinds of overlap with things though, but nothing like white oak for gums. Raspberry again, that's the answer to everything. That's elasticity, that's circulation, that's your berries. Good for kids, that's your iron, that's your vitamin C, natural vitamin C. excuse me, an important thing